point, actually. If they can win this map, they will take the Overwatch Winter Premiere. But they still have to get through this one, and Ghost was looking very hot on the control point maps earlier. It's going to be a tall order, but certainly doable for Immortals as they've really turned it on here throughout the course of the map, or throughout the course of the match, I should say. But Grim, we'll see if he stays on McCree. Does he go to Tracer? Here, that's going to be a big thing. I mean, he's got a hot hand on McCree right now, to say the least. I mean, do you go Tracer in this situation or stay McCree? Grim.
Well, that's just a tricky proposition overall. I mean, it really depends. Baby Bay will be able to save Michael quite a bit, so it's going to depend a lot on their synergy overall, but you obviously have to respect Grim Reality.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like he is going to be sticking to McCree, at least for this stage. We'll see how it plays out for them. Michael will be on the Tracer. And besides that, they have a triple tank setup going, Ghost. So Michael will be looking to harass a bit. Point unlocks in just 5 seconds, so you'll really see the battle happen. Then Connor J narrowly missing the hook there, and now Michael's looking to get on to the supports a little bit. Wants to make sure he's avoiding the hook, though. Oh, and he's got Grim Reality hot on his tail, but he manages to avoid him, at least for now. 3 kills going the way of Immortals, and Ghost not looking to be in the best of positions as shortly after that, Connor J ending up getting taken down, just missing the hook onto Michael, but Grim Reality is going to hit that flashbang, taking him out, and Immortals strike first here on the village stage of Nepal.
Michael was doing a good job soaking up a lot of Grim Reality's time, but the rest of Ghost wasn't able to hang with the rest of Immortals, and Immortals will come out on top of that point. They generated a whole lot of ultimate charge as well, really, for Ghost. The big thing they're looking for is a good pulse bomb, perhaps getting a nano on somebody, but other than that, actually, Connor J's going to get pulled in by Agilities. This is a disaster already for Ghost. Immortals already starting to run with it.
Now, Connor J going down. You said it, that one-player advantage. Give them quite a bit off the start, and that Grim Reality going to town, finding two, Michael and Ajax, and it seems as though he's hitting, generally Lucio and Tracer, some of the harder targets to hit, but Grim Reality is having no problem with that whatsoever, continuing to hit heads and just putting them right back into the respawn queue. They have a lot of ultimates to defend this next push with. They're going to be looking good. Immortals here. Ghost is going to have to come in there, already speed boosting this left-hand side, putting the Graviton out there. Michael not quite there to follow up with the Pulse Bomb. Does end up getting it off. Michael with 3 off of the Pulse Bomb. That should be enough for Ghost to get back into this fight, but Agility's still very much keeping Immortals in it for now. He ends up getting taken down by Agilities, that is, but Baby Bay's there to clean up, and Ghost finally putting themselves on the board as Immortals get 71%.
If Ghost is going to rally and get hyped again, this is going to be the moment. That was a big turnaround for them. 71% on the board for Immortals so far. Ghost really needs this map. Actually, they have to have this map, otherwise Immortals will take the entire finale. Ghost so hot on the first control point set on Lijiang. This should be their map.
Now it is coming back in with Sound Barrier. Immortals, they lose Ethan, but they find a whole lot of kills on top of that. 5 down for Ghost. It's only Michael that is even around, and he's just sitting up top there waiting as Immortals quickly retaking the point.
Immortals making that look easy.
Yeah, really. And they're playing pretty aggressive here, looking for an early pick on it. They're going to go use Whole Hog, maybe a bit too aggressive as Agilities then gets hooked in. Michael finding the final blow there. They'll take this player advantage on into the fight. Chance charges. Remix looking to get counter charge, couldn't quite find it. And he's got a biotic grenade. Ajax trying to drop the beat, but Grim Reality totally shutting that down, continuing to get headshots, even avoiding the hook, and he finds yet another. This is absurd. Grim Reality just taking them to town, eventually getting killed, but man, he sure kept them on that till 99%, and someone from Ghost has got to come get on the point here, desperately trying to get in. Ajax had to use Sound Barrier just to touch the point, but Agilities and Hyped are there defending the homestead. The charge from Chance, taking them back to spawn, and that is all Immortals there. Grim Reality keeping them in that fight.
That last real team fight with Grim up on the high ground, second floor, raining down from above. Connor J spent an inordinate amount of time trying to get a hook on him in that position. I think I saw 3 different attempts. One actually connected, but in that position with the way that hook works now, Connor J not able to rein it in. So that's just a very important hero that's being wasted, essentially trying to babysit. I mean, not necessarily entirely wasted. If you can get Grim Realities, great. But in his position, it's very, very unlikely from the low ground.
Take a second look at this one. I mean, he just went off, prevents Ajax from using sound barrier, then is just sitting
right
up
there.
top.
Bottom
yes,
right.
Boom, hook, tried to hit him, got away from it.
And that was probably the 3rd attempt. Connor J had been trying to do that a long time, and that might have been the tipping point in the fight overall. Like I said, coming back, Immortals hot.
Now they are headed into the Shrine stage of Nepal. Immortals up 1-0. If they can find 2 more stages on this, they will be your Overwatch Winter Premier Champions. Ghost, though, trying to give him a fight for it. Remix already very hurt off the start of this fight. Needs to get some heals, and it is the kills going the way of Ghost at the moment. 3 players down for Immortals, and they're looking pretty good here. Yes, they are striking back with a vengeance on the initial fight here. As they strike blood first, they'll take the point. Looking to reset, though. Agility's just waiting, getting the respawn. They'll be coming back in momentarily.
Overall, still 3 tanks for Ghost. It's also 3 tanks for Immortals, both Michael and Grim Reality, the DPS for either side. So far, Grim Reality a dominant presence throughout all of it. Michael still very important overall, but it looks like he's trying to give Grim a lot of space, which just absolutely makes sense. You can't let Grim go off on you like that.
Michael was looking for the pulse bomb, did some damage, and Ethan is going to go down to him. And that is, so far, Ghosts have that 1 player advantage. Yes, the rest of them around to make sure that the cleanup is there. So still a dominant force on the points for now. And I mean, the good news for Ghost, Michael will be able to build up another pulse bomb. He used that one there to try and help them win the fight. By the time Baby Bay has Graviton, you build Tracer, the pulse bomb, so quickly that they'll be able to use that combination coming into the next fight. Or coming into a subsequent fight even, maybe. But Remix now going in for that Earth Shatter chance, using his as well. 2-for-2 trade so far here. And Connor J using that whole hog, making sure they keep the rest of these Immortals players back. And if anything, Ghost might have some positioning on them, but there was no one around from Ghost actually on the point. They press so far forward. Immortals wrap back around, get themselves onto it, and they will strike back. Ghost, though, getting 66% here.
Fortunately for Ghost, they do have the Graviton Pulse Bomb online right now. With 66%, they do have plenty of time to try and make sure it lands. Rushing that could be a disaster. They really want the best one they can land. They definitely want to catch Grim Realities in it. Most importantly right now, 3 ultimates for the side of Immortals. Grim, he's going to break out that Deadeye right now. He's looking, he does find 1.
Taking out Remix. It's a pretty valuable pick for them in the fight. And they're still down a player, though. He's trying to finish off Connor J, who's just ignored him for the most part so far in this one. And now Michael finding a couple on top of that. So Ghost have a real solid opportunity to retake the point. Yes, Agility's going down. Immortals tried to stall for time as much as they could, but Ghost will then go ahead and put it right back. So 70% and counting as they try and work their way into Nepal. And really nothing for them to work with. Soon to have the nano boost, but Grim Reality cooling off just a little bit as time is going on. But Michael looking for the pulse bomb opportunity. Did a little bit of damage, I believe, but just couldn't quite secure the kill. And he's sitting at 60 health, given Agility's the jukes at the moment. He's going to have to continue to do that. He's managed to keep himself alive, but waiting for that rewind to come back up as the rest of the teams are fighting it out on the point for now. Hyped is going to try and get right back into that mech, and Connor J with the right click to get Agilities, but Ghost are down in the number game at the moment. Connor J trying to reverse that as he now gets 2 kills back in Ghost's favor. They're at 99%. Immortals need to win this one or they're going to lose this stage. And actually, I thought he might have gotten caught in by that, by the self-destruct on the point, though. Michael with a pretty big pulse bomb to continue, try and keep Ghost in it and actually turn the tide, win the fight for them. In fact, now Michael ending up going down. Stalling was Ajax up top. They do get to 99%. Immortals turning the tides, though. Try and get back in.
Agility's changing over to Genji. That could be a gigantic difference for Immortals so far. They have a lot of opportunity to play the standard shield war. They do have D.Va, while Ghosts do not. If they can form that line fight and let well, previously let Grim Reality on McCree flex his muscle that way, but they're going to deal with it a different way, go a little bit more dive. Grim Reality on Tracer, and that worked out for them big time.
Michael comes back in. He's really trying to get onto Ethan and take him out of this fight. Is Lucio coming to the rescue? And the rest of Immortals have managed to find quite a number of kills. Here is just taking the rest of Ghost and putting them back in the respawn ship for now. So Immortals actually getting up to 85%. Ghost will have one more shot at trying to get back in. Immortals looking very good here as Agility has made his switch to Genji.
Consistently throughout the past 2 days, anytime Grim Reality switches in between Tracer or McCree or back and forth, it always throws the other team off.
Oh, a big Earth Shatter coming through from Chance has put some bodies down, but Ghosts are up in the numbers game. They have a 2-player advantage. In the fight, this is bad news for Immortals, as now they are really taking it on in Agility's trying to use this Dragon Blade. They are slowly working it back. Agility's finding 2 off of the Dragon Blade, and he had some help from the rest of his team that were still around on the point, so they'll fight with all their might to bring themselves back into it. Now a self-destruct to try and turn the tides. Immortals are there, and that should seal it. They get 2 rounds up on the board. They fight back, claw their way back into the match. And they are now up 2-0. It is truly a match point situation for Immortals.
This will be the ultimate test of Ghost's resilience. Match point for Immortals. Ghost should have had that. They should have just tied this up. And right now, they have one more chance to keep themselves in this fight.
You could see the expression on Verbo's face right there, the pressure on this, but Agility's going huge, bringing Immortals back into this fight. You can see him pulling it off at the perfect time. Him and Ethan are really the only ones there at that moment that are able to pull it together for Immortals, and they make it happen with just 2 players. Ethan bringing the support, Agility's there on Genji to make the plays, and they shut them out there. It's 2-0, Immortals with a match point to work with. They can take the winter premiere, take home $50,000 for them and their organization with a final finisher. Right here is Grim Reality sticking on that McCree. And now Chance charging across, finding Remix for a frag. And they end up losing Verbo to Connor J, but certainly still very much in this one. And now Connor J's actually separated from the rest of his team, though he does have one with him. And Ghost putting a lot of time down on the point, and Blam ends up getting sent down as well. He got knocked into the pit, and that will be Immortals taking the point first here on Sanctum. It's looking very good for them. All the momentum in their favor at this point.
This stage in particular is very difficult to get through these doors. This is looking more and more Immortals' favor as time goes on. Baby Bay just barely getting away from that chain hook as it broke. Agility's caught out a little bit.
No chances kind
Get taken all the way to the wall.
Now Remix taking Agility's in, hyped with 2 though off of this Graviton. Immortals are going to, essentially get a team wipe. Michael had to work himself out of there, and now Immortals 25% and counting. Good. Well, they actually ended up using Earth Shatter and Graviton, I think, there. And Ghosts are just going to want to build up these ultimates and find a way to get back through these gates. Immortals not pressing too aggressively.
Immortals looking very confident they're playing the exact positions they want to. They can smell blood. They're closing in for the kill.
Speed boost push coming through, looking to charge Remix here. Yes, they'll get a lot of damage. Grim Reality, Deadeye in the back will actually finish off Remix that Chance had charged. And Ghost now, though, getting some return frags, and Chance actually booped down into the pit. Good play by Ajax. The nano boost that was given to Michael, helping Ghost get back in. So 53% on the board for Immortals. Now they're very close to getting themselves a winter premiere title.
With Ghost now generating their own points, they do have a Graviton and an Earth Shatter to hold this gate. If they can keep that balanced and keep Immortals off kilter, they can keep it alive and take this match.
Graviton coming in, still no follow-up quite yet from the rest of Ghost, and they've actually found 2 kills. Immortals, in fact, Chance and Grim Reality are doing work, and they will get this point back as they get a team wipe across the board. And they even have some ults to work with to defend the point with. So Ghosts are going to have to be big on the retake here, as you see Chance working all the way back to get that health back. Still waiting on some of the respawns to come forward.
Potentially only 2 engagements left here, Immortals so far. Anytime it looks like Ghost is getting some momentum, Immortals just takes it back. Immortals They're holding from the side. Ghost is getting onto the point. A big charge coming out from Chance, but he might be in dangerous territory.
Agility sends Blam down into the pit. Now, this is another one fight from Immortals. They've lost 3. Ghosts just need to regroup, but make sure that they don't let them get the cap in the meantime. Now they're going to go down. 90% left on the board. Someone from Ghost is going to have to get back onto this point, or Immortals are going to take the title. They're now at 95%. Someone from Ghost has got to get on it. They're trying to come back in. Last dash attempt. Agility's using that whole hog with a nano boost. I don't think anyone will be able to get through. No, Immortals take the Winter Premier title, taking down Ghost.